Hello. I'm James, and I live in Manchester in the UK. And you're listening to English with a Brew, a podcast where I talk about different day-to-day topics to help you learn English the most natural way possible. And that is only by listening to it. If you want to support this podcast, read transcripts, and get exclusive access to more content, go to patreon.com/English with a Brew. So, as we say in Manchester, get a brew on and let's get started. Hello and happy Monday. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I hope your week is off to a good start. Today, in this episode, we're talking about musical instruments. Playing a musical instrument is a great way to have fun and make music and learn a new skill. There are lots of instruments that you can learn, and each one sounds different. Me, I only play one instrument. I play it, I would say, quite well. I'm not amazing, but I'm not bad either. Can you guess which instrument I play? I play probably one of the most popular instruments to learn, and that is the guitar. The guitar is a string instrument. It has 6 strings. There are electric guitars and there are acoustic guitars. And to play an electric guitar, you need first to connect it to an amplifier. Another type of guitar is the bass guitar, and the bass guitar only has 4 strings and makes deeper or lower noises, bassier, you could say. I've been playing the guitar since I was young, since I was about 9 years old, but I have never played professionally or in a band. I only enjoy it as a hobby, a way to relax and have fun in my free time. Another string instrument is the violin. I suppose it's kind of like a small guitar. It has strings, but you play it with a bow. And the violin has a beautiful sound and is used a lot in classical music. The piano is another popular instrument that is used a lot in classical music. It has white and black keys. You press the keys to make sound. And you can play any type of music on the piano, from classical music to pop music. And many people start learning on a keyboard, which is a smaller and cheaper electric version of a piano. What else? Well, there's the drums, and drums are part of the percussion family of instruments. You hit the drums with drumsticks, and drums are used in all genres of music, from rock to jazz to pop music. I actually would love to learn to play the drums, but a drum kit takes up lots of space in the house, and it can be annoying for your neighbours, so I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. And I think with all of those instruments, with a guitarist, a pianist, and a drummer, you could probably start a pretty good band, no? You just need a singer with a microphone. But how do you learn to play an instrument? Well, just like learning a language, there are lots of ways to learn an instrument. For example, I started to learn the guitar in school, where they had music classes, where a teacher came to the school and taught us to play the guitar from the beginning. My parents had to pay for the lessons. They weren't free, but because they were through school, they were very, very cheap, only about £5 per lesson. The best, and also probably the most expensive method, is to hire a private teacher. and have one-to-one lessons. Private lessons can be at your house, at the teacher's house, or in a music school. And to put it into perspective, my lessons in school cost about £5 per lesson. But according to the internet, private lessons can cost between £50 and £100 per lesson. Another option is to teach yourself, which is what I did after I left school. These days, there are lots of great teachers on YouTube and other websites. They're full of tutorials and lessons. And I think many professionals are completely self-taught. You don't need to take lessons to be a professional. So if you have the discipline, the motivation, and a little bit of natural ability, I'm sure that you can too. Learning an instrument takes a lot of time, thousands of hours of commitment and effort. It's not easy, but it's incredibly rewarding and satisfying. Like learning a language, you don't always feel like that you are making progress. But trust me, you are always improving. Just keep practicing, keep playing the instrument, keep listening to the language, and little by little, every day, with time, you will play that instrument and you will speak that language without having to think about it. That's everything for today's episode of English with a Brew. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments if you did or if you didn't, and tell me what topics you'd like to hear me talk about in future episodes. And don't forget, if you want to support this podcast and get access to all of the exclusive episodes, you can do that on my Patreon page. I hope you have an absolutely wonderful day, morning, afternoon, or evening, whatever time it is where you are right now. Take care.